Hello, this video presentation is about graphing quadratic equations. We'll have three separate videos about this, kind of break it up into three parts. But the first part is basic quadratic equations. First of all, what is the shape of the graph of a quadratic equation? It's a parabola. And basically, a parabola looks like this. Just a crappy little sketch, but it looks like that. Now, there's some terminology associated with that. And the first term you need to know is this. This is the axis of symmetry. I hope I spelled it right. Axis of symmetry. The graph is symmetric about this line. The equation for this line, remember the equation of a vertical line is x equals something. It's x equal the opposite of b over 2a. Hopefully you remember that this is part of the quadratic equation. All right. This point right here, which is at the bottom of the parabola or the top, depending on how it's drawn, is called the vertex. All right, very important point for us. This point is an x-intercept. I'm going to abbreviate it INT, but it's x-intercept. It's equal to the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Our friend, the quadratic equation. Notice here, I should do it like this, that we're on the x-axis, so really this is an ordered pair and the y-coordinate is 0. We're on the x-axis, so the y-coordinate is 0. I made a mistake there. It's just plus. This point here is also an x-intercept, but it is opposite of b minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a and 0. So our x-intercept, our x-intercepts, our vertex, and our axis of symmetry. All very important points for us. All right, let's do two examples. Example number 1. First of all, here's our equation, y equals, notice it's not 0, it's y. We need to find the axis of symmetry. X equals the opposite of b minus 2 over 2 times 1. Notice here, opposite of b over 2a is the axis of symmetry. Opposite of b over 2 times a, which is negative 1. So, in negative 1, I'm going to draw it just kind of as a dashed line. is the axis of symmetry. That means the vertex has an x-coordinate, in this case of -1. So now we need to find the vertex. So we have y equals -1 squared. You must use parentheses when you're squaring if it's a negative number, plus 2 times -1 minus 2, or +1 minus 2 minus 2, which is -3. So the vertex then is the ordered pair, -1, -3. So I found the vertex. Very important. -1, -1, 2, 3. So now we make a table of values. All right. Let me pause this for a moment. We make a table of values, and now we're going to have x and y. We already have this point right here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pick a point, of x value, x and y, 1 to the right, 2 to the right, and 3 to the right. This is x equals -1. Then we're going to try 0. Then we're going to try 1. Then we're going to try 2. And then we're going to try 3 until we get off our graph. So we'll try 0, 1, 2, and 3. My equation, remember, is y equals x squared plus 2x minus 2. If x is 0, 0 squared plus 2 times 0 minus 2, that's 0, it's -2. If x is 1, y equals 1 squared plus 2 times 1 minus 2 equals 1. These cancel. 2 minus 2. If x is 2, 2 squared plus 2 times 2 minus 2. 4 plus 4 is 8, minus 2 is 6. And lastly, if x is 3, 3 squared plus 2 times 3 minus 2. 9 plus 6, 15 minus 2 is 13. And now we graph these points. 0, -2. 0, -2, right here. Then we have 1, 1. 1, 1 is right here. Then we have 2, 6. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 3, 13, yeah, we're off our graph. The next thing is to remember, these are symmetrical. This line is the axis of symmetry. So the graph is the same on both sides. So this point is over here. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It will always be symmetrical. And then we draw, to the best of our ability, with, for me, is limited artistic abilities, we draw our graph. And that's it. Done. All right. Let's do one more. It will go much, much quicker. All right. To begin with, we need the axis of symmetry. Opposite of b, -2, over 2 times -1 is +1. Just kind of make a light line so you know where it is. And then we stick 1 for the vertex. So we have y equals opposite 1 squared plus 2 times 1 plus 3, -1, 2 plus 3 is 5, or 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Our line dot is right there. Now we make a table of values. And you can do this, if you're good, without showing any work. I need x to be 1, not 1, 2, because I'm going 1 over, 3, and maybe 4. We'll see. So, I'm going to show the work, but if you can do it, big if you can do it, it's okay. So we have y equals -2 squared plus 2 times 2 plus 3. This number will always be negative because there's no parentheses. Notice here I used them, but the negative was on the outside because this number was 1. So we get -4 plus 4 cancels plus 3 is oh, that's 3. I had a brain fart there. All right, now we're going to use 3, -3 squared plus 2 times 3 plus 3, and that is equal to -9, 6, and 3 is 9 is 0. And the last one, I'm running out of space to do this, we have -4 squared plus 2 times 4 plus 3, -16, 8, and 3 is 11 is -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we do our symmetry. 1 over, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we very carefully draw our parabola. Notice both parabolas, we have arrows, and they go not straight up, but they continue to go out. All right, this may very well be the longest video of the year, but it's over. Tomorrow we're going to do nothing but graphing. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Adios.